Hi there, I'm staying in Brownsea Castle on Brownsea Island in Poole Harbour, and I'm doing a little video about all the World War II sites that are on the island, a lot of which are within the private castle grounds. To find the bits I use the excellent eDOB online website, which covers all the bits that you can find in the UK to do with the Second World War. There's a web link in this video's notes if you'd care to have a look. This is a naval decoy. I think it's one where they used to illuminate the sky and try and get the bombers to come away from Poole in the war. It's not far from the entrance to the Scout and Guide camp actually. This is just the view from on top. I've stood in Horse Field right on the spot where there was supposed to have been a machine gun placed just in case paratroopers dropped in. As you can see, I'm spinning round, but there's no evidence of it now. So from one defended position over there near the visitor centre, there's also one recorded at the church. Again, there's no real evidence of it there, it's just putting this in there for reference. And this is the searchlight position, and to the left of me, in some distance, is Harry's Rocks. Along here there was a gun position with 40mm, I presume Bofors guns in. This is one of the island's 6-pounder gun positions. The only thing is, it suggests that there's 3 and I can only find 2. This is a close-up of the mounting. This is the second 6-pounder sighting I can see here, and you can see it's quite close to the castle just through the trees there. It's a little overgrown, there's not as much of this left, and there's certainly no fixings left here. There's a fair few trees in the way now, that's the view they would have had out. There are supposed to be, and I quote, 1 or 2 ancillary buildings that were connected with the 6-pounder sites still around, but I can't see any sign of any. The area around the gun emplacements is even called the Battery Walk. Pre-World War II fortification here, possibly the origins of the Tudor castle that stood on the Brownsea site, or not. And this anonymous manhole cover here marks the spot of the Extended Defence Officers Post, which is an underground control centre for exploding sea mines in the actual channel in the event of an invasion. And this will be one of 2 vents listed. So the small green shape in the middle of this shot is a piece of concrete sticking out from the actual edge of the island towards the sea. And then there's another similar one just along. And then if you look here, I've cleared some of the muck away. It looks like it's a pillbox style arrangement, but you can't see anything in by shining a light because it's full of soil and leaves and other debris. And it must be quite sizable because I'm stood on the edge of the concrete here, and looking back up, the actual manhole cover is just beyond that slightly bent tree, and that's about 40 feet in paces. So I've got the castle here. If I just spin round 45, there was an air raid shelter here, but it's been long removed. I'm in the back of the Villano National Trust Cafe, and there was supposed to be a searchlight fixed here. Whether this concrete structure here was the one that housed it, I don't know. And this row of buildings was within the National Trust complex, which I couldn't actually get to, so I'm filming it from the sea. This position had a machine gun in for covering the marshes, which seems wholly inadequate if an invasion came around the corner. And on the surrounding islands, that one in front is Fursey Island, that had an air raid shelter. Green Island behind it, and Round Island to the right, they had a solitary AA gun position. With the number of military personnel stationed on the island going into 3 figures, I wouldn't be surprised if from this view from the top of the castle was used as a good lookout point.